Like and subscribe right now, or this spider will crawl on your face when you're sleeping. If you happen to be a fan of all things horror-related, then you will be extremely interested to hear what we have for you today. While a lot of people may scoff at hearing about something haunted, such occurrences are a lot more common than you might think. And on that note, we bring to you the most haunted houses in the world. Number 10. Charleville Castle, Ireland. The Charleville Castle was built in 1798 for the Earl of Charleville, William Bury, and his family. It remained in the family until 1963, which is when Charles Bury mysteriously dropped dead. Today, people say that they have heard bizarre voices and classical music all over the property. Visitors have claimed that sounds of children playing ring in the room that used to be a nursery, and the spirit of a young girl named Harriet has been seen in the stairwell. Harriet died in the 1800s as she was playing on the stairwell. Rumor has it that a little girl can be heard laughing and talking, and has even shifted furniture. The castle was reportedly built on ancient land where religious leaders once gathered. The present owners of the property say they've seen hooded figures roaming over the castle grounds.
Before we move on, I've got a little challenge for you that'll take 5 seconds to complete. So here's the deal. You just leave a like on this video, smash that subscribe button, and hit the notification bell, and you'll get 25 years of amazing luck. Try it. It really works.
Number 9. Winchester Mystery House, United States. Legend says that the sprawling Victorian mansion that is situated on a busy street in California is haunted by the spirits of everyone that died at the hand of a Winchester rifle. That's quite a lot of spirits, and in order to humor them, the house's owner, Sarah Winchester, the founder's widow, added room after room to the house to increase the space for the dead. Winchester didn't just add rooms, though. She built a labyrinth filled with halls that lead nowhere, cut-off staircases, sloping floors, and numerous chambers. According to reports, the house has 10,000 windows, 2,000 doors, 47 fireplaces, 40 staircases, 13 bathrooms, and 9 kitchens. Since Winchester's death in 1922, the home has hosted tours for those who are willing to undertake it. For those looking for a less creepy reason behind the house's mysterious design, there is a theory that Winchester simply loved architecture and had rooms added without tearing others down first. Number 8. Monte Cristo Homestead, Australia. The Monte Cristo homestead is often referred to as Australia's most haunted place, as paranormal occurrences have always been reported in the house and the grounds that surround it. It was built in 1885, and until 1948, the home was owned by the Crawley family. Loads of accidental deaths and murders have taken place in the home over the years that include a maid who fell from the balcony and an undertaker who was murdered inside his cottage. Children are often scared when they stand near the stairs, where a nanny dropped and accidentally killed Crawley's baby girl. A young boy that is supposedly the ghost of a stable boy who burned to death on the property is regularly seen around the coach house. Number 7. Casa Loma, Canada. This castle was constructed in 1914 by the businessman Sir Henry Pellet for his wife, the Lady Mary Pellet. These days, visitors and staff workers at the castle have said that they have seen apparitions, been touched by invisible figures, and even heard strange voices around the property. This castle is rumored to be haunted by several ghosts, one of whom is known as the White Lady. She is believed to have been a maid on the property during the early 1900s. Then there are the tunnels underneath the property, in which guests have reported that they spoke to and interacted with a spirit. It is said that the ghost in the tunnel was a friend of Sir Henry and was employed to look after his horses. There have also been alleged sightings of Sir Henry and his wife Lady Mary themselves. People say they've spotted Henry staring out of the windows on the second floor, and Mary has been said to be turning off the cameras of those who have tried to capture an image of her. Number 6. LALAURIE Mansion, New Orleans. Anyone who has ever watched American Horror Story Coven will instantly recognize the infamous New Orleans home known as LaLaurie Mansion. This stately French Quarter home was owned by Madame Delphine LaLaurie, and this home had a dark secret. It was secretly a torture chamber for slaves. The list of her horrific crimes is lengthy, and if anyone deserves to be haunted, it was LaLaurie. Her victims are said to haunt the property to this day, and while tours of the house aren't available, passers-by on the street have claimed that they have heard ghostly moans, screams, and sobbing. Some say they have seen ghost-like faces from the upstairs window as well. The house had been abandoned for years before actor Nicolas Cage bought it. He soon lost it to foreclosure, and the house remained vacant until a new owner bought the property, remodeled it, and had it blessed by a priest before moving in. Number 5. Witch House, Massachusetts. There is no way you can talk about the most haunted houses without mentioning one of the most infamous cases in American history, the Salem witch trials. During the period of February 1692 and May 1693, 20 people, the majority of whom were women, were hanged after being convicted of witchcraft in colonial Massachusetts. The witch house is the last remaining building with direct ties to the trials. The house belonged to the Judge Jonathan Corwin, who was the presiding judge who stood over the trials. Corwin was complicit in the sending of 19 of the 20 victims to the gallows. While no investigation or trial proceeding was ever conducted inside the house itself, the building is still allegedly haunted by the ghosts of those who were sentenced to death by Jonathan and his colleagues. The house serves as a museum and is open seasonally. 2 other Salem buildings, the Joshua Ward House and the Lyceum Restaurant, are also said to be haunted by the souls of people involved with the witch trials. Number 4. The Sallie House, Kansas. If you're a fan of ghost hunting shows, then you are probably already familiar with this particular haunted house. This seemingly pleasant home in Kansas is rumored to be the hunting grounds of a demon who takes on the shape of a little girl because of a family's strange incidents there. In the early 90s, new renters Deborah and Tony Pickman claimed that they saw bizarre occurrences in the house that included flickering lights, apparitions, possessions, unexplained voices, and strange scratches, marks, and burns on their bodies. All this seems to have been the work of a spirit of a young girl called Sally. Previous renters Bobby and Colleen Humbard and their daughter Heather also claimed to have seen or heard Sally. Heather also alleged that the girl was her imaginary friend, but reportedly, Sally isn't some harmless ghost. Theories about her dark presence in the house, as well as some evidence of satanic rituals in the basement, suggest that Sally is, in fact, a demon disguised as a young girl. Number 3. BORGVATTNET, the Haunted Vicarage, Sweden. BORGVATTNET is a tiny village in the county of Jämtland, in the north of Sweden. It is said to be the most haunted house in all of Sweden. Its very first paranormal activity was reported back in 1927, when the chaplain of that time, Niles Nedland, saw his laundry being torn down from the line by an aggressive invisible person right in front of him. Ever since then, a gray lady has been seen drifting about the property, but always disappears anytime residents have tried to interact with her. Besides that, there have also been unexplained sounds and moving objects. The skeletons of 3 old ladies are also said to watch you in the middle of the night while you are asleep. People have also allegedly woken up to have these ragged women sitting on a bench in one of the guest rooms, staring right at them. There is a journal that is kept with the current owners and was written by one of the residents in 1945. You can see his time here was not pleasant, as in one of the pages he clearly describes being thrown out of a chair. And with that, it's now time for today's subscriber pick. Today's photo was sent to us by a subscriber. If you come across a photo online and want to know more details about it, just send it over to us. We might even feature it on future videos. Number 2. The picture displayed above is merely just a painting of a haunted house. Number 1. Chaonei number 81, China. At the entrance of Chaonei number 81 is written a disclaimer that says that there are no sorts of paranormal presences on the property, but famous legends say otherwise. One of the most popular tales is about the mistress of a government official who died after she took her own life in the home, after the official left her during the Communist War. She is said to now haunt the property. Another legend states that the home was actually commissioned by a British priest who intended for it to be a church, but then went missing before the construction was ever completed. Then there are the 3 drunken construction workers who disappeared on the property. The 3 workers were actually in the building next door when they decided to break through the wall which separated their building from the Chaonei home. They were reportedly never seen or heard from again. And that concludes our list of the most haunted houses in the world. Let us know in the comments section below which one of these you were terrified of the most. And as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell icon. And we will see you next time.